Clinton Jaws, guys. Every time, you're going to hear the dog bark, okay? Every time I start these things, the dog starts barking. There was something I was supposed to say right here, and I can't remember what that was. Sometimes I write some things down. What the hell was I going to talk about? Come on. I just Facebooked somebody. I don't, you can't call him.
I got so many fans, guys. So many people want to talk to me.
Actually, this guy's more of a friend. His name's Chris Latank. Latang? They call him Latank. He's got his own coffee. Latank Coffee. And I messaged him because he sent me a voicemail not too long ago, and he said, Clint, he said, testing. He said, Clint, ooh, I can't take up gardening. Well, maybe I'll take up gardening after I retire, because he's going to retire next week or next month in December. And he's like, what do you think I should do? What am I going to do with myself? And I thought about it today, and I thought, you're going to sell stuff on Amazon. You're going to sell stuff on Amazon. You're going to make a ton of money. That's what you're going to do, because I guess this is a thing. People make money on Amazon. You could even take courses. And so I sent him a message. What did I send? Just now I sent it. I'm going to read it to you. I said, I thought of an idea for you. Start selling on Amazon. Look it up. There are courses. And this is what he wrote back. Oh, it was just a fundraiser, dude. But thanks for the idea. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? I don't even know what he's talking about. That's how I'm going to open up this new podcast. And, okay, I got to get rid of the sunglasses, tell you the truth. I can't wear these. Turns out I can't redo my hair. So you're stuck with this. Right? Right. Okay. And, yeah, I know it's dark. Settle down. There's a reason for it. I'm going to tell you a short story. And it's probably going to put you to sleep. And we're going to take some calls today, too. Okay. Here's the sleepy story, but it was amazing to me. Not amazing. Listen to this. Are you listening? Oh, by the way, I quit smoking. Guess what? Okay. How do I start it? I never know how to start a story. I'll make it short. I'll try to make it short. My kid, I've never seen my kid. I have no memory of my kid winning a hockey game. All last year, they didn't win one game. They got beat every single game, okay? The year before that, they lost every game. And I'm pretty sure the year before that, it's been like 3 years of them losing every single game. I don't even have a memory of them winning a game. Not that I just like seeing my kid play. I just like seeing him on the ice. I don't look at anybody else. I just like watching him play. 3 years ago, it was like 3 years ago, I don't know, something like that. They split, we have so many kids. There's like over 20 kids, so they make 2 teams. And 3 years ago, they made 2 teams. One team won every game and made the playoffs. The other team lost every game. But no, hold on. They make these teams even. So it was a really frustrating year like 3 years ago. And I don't know why they're saying that they're making the teams even when they're not. So guess what happens? We're at a year where there's too many kids. So they split the teams up. 100% lopsided. 100% lopsided, I swear to you. The other team is going to make the playoffs. Our team, they'd be lucky to win a game. Lucky to win a game. Why is that a big deal? I don't know. Isn't it? Shouldn't it be? Well, the woman is like, why don't you say something? Why don't you say something? Because I seen them split it up. They split up the teams, and then they both played each other. And the score was like 9-0.
But they said it was fair.
It was a fair exchange. And the woman saying, "But I can't say anything to them. What am I going to say? I'm not coaching. I'm not volunteering. What am I going to say? Like, just stop doing that? Don't do that? Fix it?" It's kind of too late, right? Swear to God, they do it on purpose. They do it on purpose. But that's not the story. I don't know why I said all that stuff. Okay. Last weekend, we're in Nanaimo. We're in Nanaimo. Me and the woman, she hardly ever watches a game. I don't blame her. But it's beautiful in Nanaimo at the rink. You can sit. There's glass. We're not in the stands. We're inside because we're wusses. And it's like almost a bar setting. We're sitting at a table, and you can see through the glass. You can see the whole game. It's kind of nice. You're sitting there. You're watching the game. And we're watching the game. And, of course, they're going to get waxed. It comes to the third period, and it's tied up. I'm like, oh, my God. I don't ever remember him ever playing a game in the third period where it was actually close. And this is really close because it's tied. I'm like, oh, that's something. I told the woman, I said, hey, woman, yeah, don't get your hopes up, okay? I've watched every single game for the past 3 years, and they ain't winning. And my kid's on the ice. And the other team has the puck. They're going to our goalie. This kid wants to score. My kid is right behind him. All he has to do is skate up to this kid and take the puck away. Move him. Do something, right? What does my kid do? He stops. He just slows down, looks at the bench like he wants off. And I'm kind of yelling to myself. I'm like, what are you doing? Get him. And the kid scored. And I'm like, okay. So now it's 5-4. Seconds later, they score again. Now it's 6-4. And I swear to God, seconds later, they score again. They score 3 in a row with a span of 50 seconds. It's 7-4. My kid gets on the ice, and he scores a goal. 7-5. No, yeah, 7-5. And I was like, oh, well, that's nice to see because he doesn't score, right? Hardly. But it feels so good to see your own child score at something. Do good at something. Oh, the puck went in. That was cool. It was a really nice shot. 7-4. And there's 4 minutes left, guys, of this game in the third period. Our team scores again. 7-5. Then our team scores again. 7-6. And then our team scores again. It's 7-7. We can't believe that they just scored 3 in a row. Me and the wife are pretty excited, but it's kind of embarrassing because we're sitting with Nanaimo people and we don't want we don't want to look odd. But we're so excited because there's a possibility that they might tie the game. And I will settle with a tie. I'll be happy with the tie. It'll be a nice ride home. There's 1:37 left. And my kid's got the puck. And he's taking it down the ice. He throws the puck at the net, and it goes in. And I stand up, and I'm like, the wife kind of makes a weird sound too, and we're trying to control ourselves because the parents don't know, the Nanaimo parents don't know, that we've never seen them win. They're winning by 1. There's 1:37. I got up, I went out to the stands, and I watched that 1:37 run down, and I'm like, my kid's still on the ice. I'm like, just get him off the ice. I didn't want him to feel bad that maybe... I didn't want to see him make a mistake. Okay? But they left him on the ice. They left that line on the ice. And they won the goddamn game. And let me tell you, maybe I'm a weirdo, but it's almost like we needed that as a family. It was so great to see. It made our weekend. It made our night. We drove home. And the car ride home from Nanaimo, which is an hour long, it was happy times. It's never happy times. He was just so happy with himself. The wife was so happy. I was so happy. It was Absolutely unbelievable. It's like I get excited when I watch NFL, right? With the Seattle Seahawks and baseball, Blue Jays. I get really excited when they win a game, and I freak out a little. I scream and yell. That moment was better than any. It was like watching your team win the Stanley Cup. That's how cool that was. They're not going to win any other games. Doesn't matter though. It was awesome, and it's almost like he learned something. It's funny when they hit 12. I feel like he's changing in some he learned something. He realizes that he can do this. Like it's funny. You're watching your child figure something out. Nothing better than that. I shouldn't talk about this. Okay, I will. Then this will be the last time I talk about it. Am I recording? I'm standing in the kitchen. The wife is sitting in the living room, sitting on the couch, okay? Sucking on blueberries. And out of the blue, out of nowhere, she's like, did you put me on your, an episode of me in my bikini? And I'm like, oh my God. I did. And I'm like, oh, okay. I think like a long time ago, like a year ago. I think it was like a long time ago. And she's like, don't do that. You don't do that. And I'm like, who told you? Like, obviously I know who told you. Why do you guys, like my parents the other night, because I played a message of her while she was talking, and they and they told her what she had said. And she looked at me and went, Clint, I don't want to be on your podcast. Okay? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. She's like, what episode is that with me in the bikini? I said, I have no clue. I barely have a memory of this. And I go downstairs. I go down to my podcast room. And Jesus, I got to watch what I say here. And she comes down. She's like, I don't cook you dinner? Your dinner, when you were working, your dinner stays in the microwave? From 4:30 to 8 o'clock? Because I guess I mentioned this. I guess I mentioned this in one of my episodes. Because now she's reviewing it. She's upstairs reviewing my episodes, going through every single one of them. And she's coming down and saying this stuff. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just joking around, okay? Okay? Yeah, you fed me. You fed me when I was a police officer. You didn't cook dinner for the family, okay? And then leave my plate in the microwave for me to come home at 8, 9 o'clock at night and want to eat it. Okay, you didn't leave it that way. Anyways, I don't even know why I'm telling you that. Well, I know why I'm telling you this. Hit the fan, and I can no longer talk about her on my podcast, okay? Because that's my life. And I don't want the world to see my life. Yeah, well, it wasn't a good scene. So I can't talk about her anymore, guys. I said I won't talk about you anymore. So I guess that's the last time. 40% of my content. Bye-bye. I tell my friends, I say, don't tell her. She doesn't watch. And I want it that way. I want to be able to say what I want. Then I started getting scared because I say some things, right? I want to be able to come down here and say whatever the hell I want to say. Not anymore. Let's take some calls. I swear to God, she's listening right now. I know it.
Hey there, Clint. It's Big A again. Yeah, hey man, you know what? I left a lot of info out there when I talked to you last, but honest to God, I'm telling you, you and
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I left a lot of info out there when I talked to you last, but honest to God, I'm telling you, you and I are two peas in a pod. And
You don't like other people's children also? You know what I mean? If we're two peas in a pod. And I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. But does anybody really like anybody else's kids? I can't stand it when my kids have friends over.
I'm hungry.
I don't even know I'm talking about this, but I'm not going to feed you. I don't care, okay? I don't care if you're hungry. Go home and get something to eat. Don't send your kids to my house on an empty stomach. And if you do send them on an empty stomach, give them some money so they could go to McDonald's. Because my kid every day is like, well, not every day, but often, Dad, can I go to McDonald's? Well, guess what? That's $20 for him. And then I feel bad because your kids have no money. So now it's $40. Because I want the kid, just give them money when they come over.
I'm hungry.
No, I'm not cooking you lunch. I'm not cooking you dinner. Figure it out. Bring money. Other people's children. And that's pretty dumb that I just said that. And isn't it amazing? It's $20 to go to McDonald's now. When I was a kid and I was driving, I used to go to McDonald's and I'd get an all Canadian meal. It was $3-4. Not even $4. Cheeseburger. They used to have an all Canadian meal. Did you guys know that? They don't have it anymore, but it was small fries, cheeseburger, and a small pop. And then they got rid of it. And I started getting kids' meals, like the Happy Meals. I had a bucket of Happy Meal toys that my parents ended up throwing out. Turns out they're millions of dollars now. I had $1 million in a bucket. Didn't even open them. Just collected them by accident, and they throw them out. They take them to the dump. But a kid's meal? I remember going through McDonald's. Every day I would get a kid's meal. And a kid's meal, it was a cheeseburger, small fries, a toy, and a drink. I swear to God, it was under $3. Like it was next to nothing. And I remember one of the last times I went through there to get it. And I get to the window and to pay, and the lady's like, "These are for kids?" And I'm like 17. I said, "Yeah, I know. It's for my son." Okay? I know it's for kids. My son wants to eat. I'm bringing it home to my son. Stupid. Anyways, were you talking? Two peas in a pod.
I listened to a few more of your things that you
Thanks.
put out there about the boating and the babysitting and everything. And
The boating and the babysitting. I guess, yeah, I did a video about I fired my babysitter. What a coincidence. We hired her back. We hired this baby. We fired our babysitter. Okay? Because we asked her to come over and babysit, and she said, "How much money am I gonna get?" And I'm like, I kind of lost my mind a little bit. And I'm like, "What a free meal. That's what you get. A free meal." Before I say, I want to know how much money I get. How much money are you going to give me? And that just really got me going. And the woman, she hired her back. And you know what she says now? "How long do I have to babysit for?" How about bring your pillow and a blanket? How about that? How long do you have to babysit for? And so when we're going out now, the woman's like, she says, "We're not going to be long." I'm like, "Oh, well, that's fun. It's fun to go out now, isn't it? We're going to leave right when the party gets started because the babysitter wants to go home." How long you guys going to be? How about all night? We'll send you home in a cab. No. Anyways, anybody want to babysit for us?
Just last night, those old Netflix reruns there on Serve and Protect there, You're Under Arrest. Like, I watch those, like, binge watch those, and I'm just like, man, like, I'm from Surrey originally, right? So
Word up.
I seen all that shit. I know Cook and all those people.
The old Serve and Protect is on Netflix, and it's awesome. I mean, it's why my dad used to watch them all the time. We used to watch them together. And it's part of the reason why I went on a ride along in grade 12, and I realized that's what I wanted to do for a living. Because of Derek Cook. Listen to this. So we're at Depot. And my parents came for the graduation, and we just finished our marching. At the end, you do a big thing for all the families. You parade around, and what the hell's it called? I don't know. Is it a thing? Anyways, everybody watches you march, and they clap, and they love it, and it feels really good that we do. I'm seeing my parents out of the guard room, and there's a guy kind of leaning up against the wall, and my dad turns to him and goes, and I didn't recognize him, goes, "Love the show." And his partner goes, "Yeah, how does he know that?" You know, he's talking about Serve and Protect. It was Derek Cook. Came and watched our the graduation. Thought that was kind of neat.
Like, that's the way it should be, and things are different now, like you said, and like, they just emailed me yesterday telling me I'm at the next step now, so they're gonna start calling people, and like I mentioned before, I was going to Depot probably for December or January.
Depot? Do you really watch? It's Depot, okay? It's not Home Depot. It's Depot.
They're saying, but the way things are now, I'm not sure. So
not sure.
I just wanted to talk to you one-on-one. If
okay, you're not sure about being a cop because you're watching me and you see some negativity that I spill out. This is just my story. A lot of people, a lot of cops love it, live for it. That's all they want to do. They love being a RCMP cop. So you got to understand that. Don't let me, just because I might bring some stuff. I'm just sitting down here. I'm just venting is what I'm doing. Okay. I'm venting about things. And I got a hell of a story I'm going to tell. It's a big vent. When I hit 10,000 subscribers, good luck. I'm going to tell it. So subscribe to my stupid channel because I want to tell this story really bad. But no, don't. It's just things can't get any worse. And they won't. When I seen those Mounties at the Queen's funeral, I thought, okay, maybe this is the beginning of everything turning great. Lucky won't be there forever. You're going to get somebody that steps in there, girl or boy, who changes everything. And I really hope Polyev is the guy that hires the next commissioner.
If you wanted to give me a call and to talk, I have a stogie and a rye or a neutral going there. If you wanted to talk for a little bit, feel me out.
Feel you out.
See where I'm at, see what I'm thinking, where you come from, like, because I know you were from a different era, right? But I think you got out at the right time, and the way things are now.
Let me think about that for a second. I got out at the right time. Did I get out at the right time? I don't know.
You know, like I said, like you mentioned there, that like there's no respect anymore, right? And when you try to get a little tough, like they did back in the day, and then they throw the book at you, and no one's got your back, and that's ridiculous. So
that's got to change, though. It has to, and I think it will. We got no choice but to change that.
You know, I'd love to talk to you, Clint. Give me a shout, 604.
You know what, dude? I think I would just be disappointing if you talked to me. If you met me, talked to me, I think it would just be a disappointing experience for you.
Or 835, so I'm up in 100 Mile. Okay.
100 Mile? Oh, God. Why? Why up there? Do you really have to be up there? 100 Mile. What's up? That's 100 miles away.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. And thanks for calling, dude. 604-330-2512. Why aren't you guys calling? Okay. If you don't want me to play it, I won't play it.
Jaws, don't use this message on the podcast.
See? I won't. Bye-bye.
Jaws, don't use the message.
I really hate that. But I won't use it. When you guys call and you don't want me to use the message, that's how you start it. But he actually, what did he need to be in? Okay. His message was, you need to be in shape at Depot. And there's a reason why I played that. And I think the next message is the reason why.
Hey, Jaws. Anyways, you sound confusing. Just to clarify things about that Paris test the guy was talking about. They're doing a trial thing you can go to.
Okay, this fella called before, and I tried to answer him his question, and now he's talking about the pair test. This is what happens when you try to become a police officer and you do the pair test.
E division on a weekend or a weekday, whatever day they choose, you can pre-run the pair and do the push-pull. You're only allowed to do 3 laps because you're not medically cleared by their doctor to do the full 6.
See, I didn't know that. You only do 3 laps when you do the pair. That can't be right. This is what they're telling me. When I went to do the pair test to try to become a police officer, I had to do 6 laps. They don't even do. They do like 3 laps and then they take a break. They have some food and some spaghetti and some pasta, and then they do push and pull. Because it's some kind of, I don't know, insurance thing? Oh, weird. So you don't even know if you can do the pair before you go to the depot.
Or depot?
So you do 3, and then you can take a bit of a break.
Take a
and
sleep,
then you
have a
can do
nap.
push-pull. So it's just a practice thing that they're doing. It's not an actual time thing for going to depot or being graded or judged or whatever have you. So it's just a little practicing that trying to do to get people into shape and let them know what they're going to have to do. So just by that, keep it up. Get some more videos up. Miss it.
Oh,
Ciao, man.
thanks, dude. 604-330-2512. And your question, here, I got the answer for you, okay? And I don't know if it's 100% accurate. But somebody called in, and they said, because you asked about it, at Depot, they do a 5K run, okay? Their expectations are that you do that run in 21 minutes, 21 and a half minutes. I don't know why they say half. That's weird. And you do the 8K in 41 minutes. I've never ever heard of any, I don't think, even though that's their expectations, I don't think it's like a thing where if you fail these runs, maybe I'm wrong, somebody can answer me, but if you fail these runs, then you leave Depot. You get kicked out of Depot. Because when I was in Depot, they didn't care. I mean, you could damn well walk that thing. You just had to do it. And I've never heard of anybody getting kicked out of Depot because they didn't pass their 5K run. Anyways. Thanks for calling.
Hey, Clint. Name's Jack out here from Chilliwack.
His name's Jacko. I don't know. I don't know what he said.
19.
He's 19, guys. Could you imagine being 19? Would you want to be 19 again? I had absolutely no game at age 19. I was wearing cowboy boots, a jean jacket with a hoodie, and just a massive mullet, and almost a fake mustache. It was so loose and so thin that the cat could lick it off of me. It was, I would never want to be 19 again, but part of me is kind of jealous. Not really. Anyways, you're 19, go.
Just completed my Right Fit interview, which is a 2-hour phone interview.
Right Fit.
It went really well.
Well.
Completed my RMA key review.
Whatever that
same
is.
day,
Okay.
which isn't usually done. I feel like my chances of getting an invite to Depot relatively quickly is
Thank you for saying Depot. Your chances are good, right?
pretty good.
Good.
But I just got accepted into my local fire department out here.
Fire
I
department.
was wondering, well, the training lasts about 6 months, probably 7 months. I was wondering what your thoughts are on deferring my invite if I were to be successful to the RCMP. I know you're in recruiting, so maybe you could shed some light on this for me.
Well, what do you want to be? You want to be in the fire department, a fireman, or a cop? Being a fireman's pretty kick-ass, I'll tell you that. How do you know you're on a date with a fireman? He tells you. It's kick-ass.
Awesome. I'm a really big fan of the show. Thanks.
Thanks for being a fan. You want to know, I think you're asking me, do I tell the police that I want to pull my application? I'm not ready to become a cop right now. And I think you're saying, will that hurt my chances if I ever change my mind? No, it won't. It won't hurt your chances. Okay, I can't speak for you. I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell. But if it was me and I was in your position, 19, the fire department wants to hire you, this is what I'd be thinking. I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to be a firefighter. My brother-in-law is a firefighter. They sleep at night. You don't sleep at night as a police officer. They go to bed. Sometimes, a lot of the times, they wake up and then they go home without any calls. You're getting paid while you sleep. That's pretty unbelievable. And here's the other thing. I think he told me this. He's only allowed to be a fireman for 25 years. Maybe it's 24. After that, he's got to go. He's got to retire. They have to. I think he told me that. You're 19? Man, you could become a firefighter right now, and then at the age of 45, retire and become a cop. 45 as a police officer is pretty cool. You could do that. I think if I was in your position, I think I'd be like, oh, I'm going to be a firefighter for 25 years, and then I'm going to be a cop right after that. For 10 years, maybe. Or 20, whatever, 25. That's what you want. 45, 55, 65. Yeah. 20 years. Hope I answered your question.
Hey, Clinton, it's Connor again. I was wanted to thank you. I didn't think you were going to play my thing on there, but that's awesome that you've, heard my voice and I heard your voice on the podcast. I thought that was cool. And yeah, I know, it's awesome. I did get to play with the buttons in the cruiser.
Mm.
And we have some new cops in town.
Bet you they're a-holes.
Because a lot of crime has kind of gotten a little worse in the Kootenays.
Oh, well, the Kootenays? Just the Kootenays? How about everywhere? Crime has got worse everywhere. I hear you, though. It's out of control. Let's not get into that part. Why?
So now there's been an extra RCMP going to be driving through town a lot more often. Because there's been a car bombing. There's been a...
What else is new?
Druggie or something jumped up.
A homeless guy.
Off the roof of the movie theater.
I don't know what
and
you said.
Now someone
jumped off the roof of a movie theater?
broke into the hospital and pretended to be a cop.
Why wouldn't you break into the hospital and pretend to be a cop?
But
and light sentences. He's out and about and running around, right?
He investigated himself on something now, so yeah, there's a lot of cops going to be driving through town a lot more these days.
I don't know.
And yeah, I thought it was cool that my uncle used to be an RCMP officer.
I
actually wanted to be an RCMP officer way back in the day when I was a kid.
You're not a kid anymore? How old? I'm pretty sure you were still a kid.
I thought it was so cool. I got to have the musical right poster.
You got a poster?
I got to tour around the detachment, around the... We went into the jail cell, too.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to see that stuff.
Cool.
And I think I got something else. I can't really remember how much I was able to do there.
You got a trinket. That's what you got. They gave you a trinket of some sort.
Yeah, no, it was cool. I haven't been in there since. I just thought it was cool that...
Thanks for calling, dude.
There's Canadian cops out there breaking down cop videos, and they're doing podcasts like yours. I actually enjoyed it with seeing our ex-RCMP kind of explain things. So that makes a lot of sense. Like the replacing the RCMP, stupid.
Okay.
Stupid. That's
Thanks
the
for calling, dude. I love your call. You go on for another 60 seconds, but you're young. You're kicking butt. Awesome. Thanks for your call. I don't think I'm going to play these ones over here.
Hey there, Clint, Big A again. I just forgot to tell you that I hope you had a great Thanksgiving with the family. And
I hope you had a great Thanksgiving with the family. Did I have a great Thanksgiving with the... You know, my mom cooked a turkey, and it tasted good. And she actually nailed the turkey this year. I was proud of her. The whole family was there. Me and my brother got in an argument over leg cramps. I started making fun of my brother and my mom because they suffer from this leg cramp thing, okay? They wake up in the middle of the night and they got this cramp in their leg, and I started making fun of them, and it didn't go over well. But yeah, it was a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that. I forgot to say that, and I wanted to make sure I got that out there to you as well. So I hope you had a good one. And
I did.
I'll keep my ear open online. Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Thanks, dude. Thanks for calling. Guys, I love doing episodes, and I really want you to call. Okay, 604-330-2512. It gives me content. It gives me things to talk about. Yeah. And I guess that's how I'm going to end this. God. I guess that's how I'm going to end it. We'll see if Let Tank message me back. How about that? No. He's seen it. Because I wrote, what are you talking about? He looked at it. I guess he's ignoring me now. What's this guy say? Jamie just sent me something. Oh, he's still talking to me. That's what you're talking about. It's all identity politics going on. Judge Janine leaves Lib co-host on the 5. Shaking after epic clap back over Tulsi Gabbard. I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. Your podcast is 100 times better than these ones. Yeah, I agree with that one, Jamie. Thank you. Thanks, guys. I usually, if you want me to answer your question, I'm not very good at answering it on, when you message me, guys. I get a lot of I get more messages than questions through messages than calls. And I'm not very good at getting back to you on that side of things. So please call me. Give me a call, 604-330-2512. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
What's that?